Today we shall have a little Upadesh directly from Gurudev. This is a beautiful publication from South Africa. How shall I read? Duties of householders. It is difficult to live the life of a householder. Such a life is prescribed for one who cannot have total self-control over oneself. One who is absolutely self-controlled is fit to take the path of sannyasa, renunciation. The householder in society should not engage in seeking one's own welfare only, but he has to engage in selfless service also. He has to perform the sacred duties and at the same time practice self-control and selflessness. No, as I read it, you go on translate. The householder should not merely engage in seeking his welfare only. He must also engage in selfless service. He has to perform sacred duties and practice self-control. He should not be a slave to worldly enjoyments. A householder should not earn money by acts which go against the dictates of the scriptures. In the event of his not having enough money, he should not try to earn it from any source which is against the ethical norm. He must exert to earn, but also adhere to honesty. Let him not willfully addict himself to any object of self-gratification. Willfully, wantonly, purposely, not by mistake. Addict himself, that is, become addicted to any object of self-gratification. In case of extreme attachment, he should counteract it by means of self-will force, that is, willpower and patience. He must develop the habit of sharing. Early in the morning, the ideal householder should get up with holy thoughts. He must take his bath and chant the name of God. He should also chant some songs or hymns glorifying God. Prayer should open the day for him. He should repeat the Guru Mantra as many times as possible. Let the householder speak the truth that is sweet and pleasant. It is better to maintain silence than to utter an unpleasant and hurtful truth. This is the dictate of virtue. A householder should not engage in futile quarrels or create enmity with any person. Always bear in mind that the primary condition for success in spiritual path is an earnest longing for purity. Therefore, be sincere and very earnest in your spiritual practice. Strive for purification and sound ethical culture. Spirituality means growing into the very form of your spiritual ideal. Spirituality means transforming your nature from the human to the divine. You can hope and expect to achieve perfection when you effect this transformation. This is done through sadhana. It is a change of heart and vision that make concentration and meditation possible. In order to grow in sattva, you have to annihilate the lesser nature. This is no doubt an arduous uphill task, but all great men have achieved this. Strive with sincerity and diligence to be established in a noble character. Then you will be able to draw near to the great goal. Bhagavata Dharma. As there is the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, there is a much bigger scripture called Srimad Bhagavata. Gita is a manual, a practical manual of right activity. It is a manual of the ideal attitude and approach in activity. Bhagavatam is a great encyclopedia of the ideal life, both outer as well as the inner. Therefore, the entire Sanatana Dharma is based upon this way of life expounded in this wonderful, sacred Bhagavata. It is said that for Kali Yuga, the Iron Age, the one way of going through these difficult times and drawing near to the goal is the Bhagavata Dharma. The way of life expounded in and taught by Srimad Bhagavata. So what is this way of life? Bhagavata Dharma. What is Bhagavata Dharma? That which takes you to the Supreme Divine Being, that way is the way of Bhagavata Dharma. That way which enables you to destroy your desires, your egoism and your likes and dislikes is Bhagavata Dharma. Bhagavata Dharma frees you from the ever-recurring wheel of birth and death and rebirth. That which makes you fearless, desireless and eyeless, that is Bhagavata Dharma. Fearless and desireless you can understand. Fearless and desireless you can accept also. But this third thing, eyeless, is very difficult to accept. Because there is nothing dearer to a person than one person's eye. Day and night, 24 hours, we are concerned with our eye. And Bhagavad Dharma says, you must get rid of your eye. Very difficult to agree with Bhagavad Dharma. But there must be something to what it says. So it is worthwhile trying to find out what that something is. Why Bhagavata says eyelessness is the Supreme Dharma. That which fills your heart with pure devotion and love for God is Bhagavata Dharma. That which enables you to behold the one Supreme Being, that is Bhagavata Dharma. Hold fast to this Dharma. Strive ceaselessly to follow this Dharma. Thought culture. Both your character and your future are built entirely by your thoughts. As you think, so you also become. Noble thinking develops a noble character. This is the immutable law of nature. Character is power. It molds a person's will. It is a real protection and it is an ornament for a woman. Change your mode of thoughts and your mental attitude from this very minute. Develop right thinking have only pure sattvic desires, thoughts, when transformed, will transform your very life. I take up a few questions today. Please, Swami, please say something generally about the importance of the third eye chakra in spiritual life. In some cases, could its activity be detrimental to spiritual development? If so, what should be done about it? Also, if this center becomes for some reason closed, could a time come when it should be reopened again? Here, one expression has been used, which is somewhat popular, though not traditional, and it has been combined with another expression that is quite traditional. The word chakra, as you all know, is quite a traditional word. And the word third eye, as you all know, is something that has become rather fashionable and very popular, though not traditional. Lobsang Rampa. She has brought third eye into wide recognition everywhere in English reading Western society. And because he wrote a book called The Third Eye. Now the question is about the importance of the third eye chakra. So tradition and this modern trend have both been combined together. What is the importance of the third eye chakra? The importance of opening the third eye chakra in spiritual life is the same as the importance as the opening of any other chakra, before it and after. All chakras have to be opened up and activated. And this opening up and activation takes place during the course of any normal, right spiritual sadhana. Whether you make use of and practice certain very particular special techniques to bring about this opening, or whether you do not make use of and practice any particular special techniques, either way, as you progress spiritually, no matter what path you have adopted and you are proceeding along, these chakras gradually open and become activated. That the chakras are to open and to become active, it's self-evident and there is no question about it. Whether you should make use of certain special techniques in order to specifically open these chakras or not, that is a question worth considering. A large number of people are fascinated by the chakras and their opening. They are fascinated because the opening of chakras results in various spectacular things and experiences. Books say so, and some yogis relating their experiences have said so. And naturally, we always want to have what another person has. So immediately we are after opening up our chakras. But whether these yogis' experiences are exceptional or the rule, we do not stop or pause to think. And regarding the traditional books and scriptures, we are inclined to conveniently bypass the preliminaries that they very clearly and very categorically state. All such special scriptures that specifically deal with this occult subject of chakras, like Shiva Samhita, Garinda Samhita, Kundalini Yoga, they specifically lay down a list of certain preliminary practices. which they give as the qualification, prerequisite before taking up the opening of these chakras. 95% of the people avidly read such books and want to open their chakras conveniently ignore that portion. They are interested in opening the chakras but not in doing what is necessary before the chakra opens. And if that is pursued with obstinate, what shall I say, persistence, it may ultimately end up in a Pandora box situation. So, in some cases, could its activity be detrimental to spiritual development? If so, what should be done? Of course, it will be detrimental in such cases where the person who is wanting to open it is not prepared, has not prepared oneself to receive its opening, because it is a science where the law of cause and effect prevails. And if you are determined and obstinate and forcibly bring into being the causes that open up chakras by certain processes and techniques vigorously practiced, the chakras do open and things start happening and you have not prepared yourself. And this will be quite disturbing. So what should be done about it? That which is to be done is not to play with fire unless you know how to keep it in check and control and direct it. So not to try to open chakras unless first of all you have fulfilled all the preliminary requirements of such a technique. Also, no two individuals are completely alike. The resultant phenomenon and experience that come out of opening chakras are never uniform and the same in two individuals. Therefore, it is always said that when one wants to engage in sadhana in this specific direction and path, one should do it under the supervision of a personal guru. This is as necessary as the fulfillment of the preliminary qualifications. Otherwise, it can lead to untoward situations in the personality of the being. If the center becomes closed, what should be done? When should it be reopened again? This is a question that the questioner must put to his or her own guru. We take it for granted that if a chakra has been opened, the sadhak pursues the same line of sadhana further. And fulfilling all the conditions that have been laid down, if one pursues the sadhana further, there is no reason why it should be closed again. If in spite of it, it becomes closed, it means God has a very good reason for making it so. And therefore, one should not try to forcibly have it be opened again. Carry on your normal sadhana and wait with patience. Bide your time and pray to the Lord, pray to the Divine Mother. The importance of opening the third eye chakra is that it is the threshold of illumination, because opening of all the previous chakras is in order to ultimately lead to the opening of the third eye chakra. And the opening of the third eye chakra leads to intense and effective concentration and deep meditation. As all of you know, it is this state of deep meditation that ultimately brings about the state of illumination. And the opening of the third eye chakra is the portal to this ultimate process of deep meditation, trance and illumination. Dhyana and samadhi become possible after the opening of the third eye chakra. And it paves the way for the ultimate rising of the consciousness to the highest seventh chakra, which is called the 1,000-petal lotus. This happens Automatically, whether you pursue the path of Bhakti Yoga or Raja Yoga or Jnana Yoga. And personal opinion of Swami Chidananda is, it is better to bring this about in this natural and normal way during the course of your spiritual life and practice, rather than to engage in certain specific techniques to stoke up and open up the chakra in a physical or a purely technical way. You know what things keep happening in the 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl and other things. When you have this atomic energy center, if all the precautions and safeguards are not done, they start playing havoc. You see, where there are this atomic nuclear reactors and centers, they have all these physicists and they have laid down certain absolute safeguards. And 90% they don't succeed in keeping the safeguards perfect and total. And so always something happens and the energy escapes. And opening of these chakras part of certain inner phenomenon and experiences. They are totally new and not normal experiences. Anything that is not normal and usual creates fear inside the mind of the human being. And in the state of fear, the balance of the mind becomes affected. And if one is not able to assimilate and digest this experience, one can go off one's normal mental balance, to fear confusion and anxiety for one's safety. Therefore, unless you have the support of a personal guru, or you have developed the purity and the power of will to assimilate them, it is better not to engage in any such specific technique. Here are a few questions regarding certain expressions of the impersonal divine in the form of personal deities. Also, there are a few questions about the implication of some of the divine names and what the deities holding these names symbolize or denote or indicate. Can you tell something about the divinity of Ganesha and Subramanya? Ganesha is that aspect of the divine power that is absolutely necessary and essential for the fulfillment of all human aspiration and activity. All human activity human experiences do not always entail smooth sailing. You always come across some obstacle, some difficulty, some obstruction. Adverse circumstances trying to come in the way are not at all uncommon, they are quite common. And to invoke the help of the divine in successful activity, we pray to this specific personal aspect of divinity who symbolizes the power of successfully removing all obstacles from our path and bestowing success upon our efforts. This aspect of the removal of obstacles from our life's path and the bestowal of fulfillment and success to our actions, this aspect is Ganesha. And he is also able to act as an armor and a defense to the human individual and his efforts from interference by any other negative forces. Therefore, it is a long time honored tradition in India to bow to Ganesha, worship him first and foremost before starting any activity. No beginning is made, no project is undertaken without first offering worship to Ganesha. Because through his blessings, all obstacles are overcome and you attain success. And this divine power of Ganesha is the bestowal to mankind, a special boon to the human society by the great goddess Parvati. And you all know, therefore, that the Shakti or the power behind Ganesha is the Shakti of the Divine Mother herself. Also, he received the fullest blessings of Lord Shiva. Therefore, he is a most benign deity with formidable powers of helping you overcome everything that stands in your way. He is also the symbol of supreme devotion to Divine Mother and Lord Shiva. And Lord Ganesha is easily propitiated and bestower of boons. This is briefly the divinity of Ganesha. The symbology of the outer form of Ganesha is very, very interesting, and many interesting books wholly devoted to expounding the symbology have been written. But we restrict ourselves to the question and thus briefly state the background and the special divinity of Ganesha. Now, the divinity of Subramanya. It has in certain ways similarity with the divinity of Ganesha. Subramanya also is the giver of success, but in a special and unique way. Whereas the divinity of Ganesha is the power to bestow success to all activities of the human being, all activities of our secular life, outer life in this world as well. Success in your domestic activities, success in your professional activities, success in your social activities, success in your personal activities. Even they worship Ganesha before going to a cricket match. There is no limitation or restriction to the field in which you can approach him to bless you with success. Whereas this is the vast field of all human activities connected with Ganesha. The divinity of Subramanya is a little unique. His divinity is invoked specifically in order to get success in our battle with ourselves and in our spiritual efforts to overcome all obstacles and attain God realization, self-realization or illumination. Therefore, the purpose and the play or manifestation of Subramania's divinity is specifically upon the field of our inner unfolding. You all know that each one of you has a lesser nature and a higher nature. There are things which are negative and not very beautiful, and there are things which are positive and very beautiful and sublime. There is always a confrontation and a conflict between these two. And we have been told that we should do everything that we can to put ourselves upon the side of that which is positive, that which is of the light, that which is noble and sublime. And discourage the contrary, the unspiritual and the undivine. And discourage the contrary, the unethical and the immoral. And you all know the very well-known and famous saying, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I can overcome anything, but only not temptation. And there was a famous American humorist called Mark Twain. That was his pen name, but he was called Clements or something. He is well known in American society. You know him. Yeah. And once he got into an argument with some friends. he thoroughly disagreed with them when they said it is very difficult to get rid of the smoking habit. He said, "Oh, not at all. It's very easy to give it up." They said, "No, it's very difficult. You cannot get rid of." Hey, what are you saying? I know, man, what I am saying. I have given it up many times. I give it up every And so, this is the human situation when it comes to a question of our trying to see, carry on this inner Mahabharata. See? So many times we know which side should win, but then we slyly go on supporting the other side. And then we play very innocent. It comes to answering any other question. So this inner situation of the confrontation and conflict between the forces of darkness and light is a situation that has to be positively resolved at one time or other. Otherwise, your spiritual life cannot yield the glorious and grand fruit that it is meant to yield. And the whole of spiritual life is the resolution of this conflict in the right way. And Subramanya is that aspect of the divine power whom we appeal to and whom we invoke in order to do for us within what we cannot do for ourselves. He is called the military commander or the leader of the divine hosts, because in Indian mythology and Indian scriptural terminology, this confrontation is given out as the confrontation between the divine and the undivine, divine and the demon. And it is symbolically described in many of the Puranas as a war between the demons and the celestials. And many a time the celestials are soundly trounced and thrashed and defeated. And at that time, in one such occasion, they went and appealed to the great God of gods, Mahadeva, or Lord Shiva. Our situation is very deplorable. Please give us a strong leader who can take charge of us and lead us to battle and give us sure ultimate victory. And out of his overwhelming grace, abundant grace, Lord Shiva gave them Subramanya. He said, he will be your leader, he will lead you to victory, and he did. Therefore, one of the names of Subramanya is Devasenapati, the commander of the celestial army. And so, it is this Subramanya power, that divinity that has to be invoked from within us to help us attain success and victory in our inner battle, within our own personality. Ganesha was the bestowal of Goddess Parvati. Subramanya is the gift of Lord Shiva to us. And therefore, these two are actually divine brothers. So, if invoked and propitiated, they can give us success both in all our secular endeavors as well as our inner ethical and spiritual endeavors. And the outer form of Subramanya and the weapons that he holds are also very, very significant and suggestive of this special function of his divine power. Subramanya has certainly something very important to do with meditation. The weapon that he holds is a single-pointed spear, as distinct from the three-pointed trident which his father Shiva holds. And this one single-pointed spear of Subramanya symbolizes the overcoming of all distraction and the establishing within our mind the state of absolute one-pointed concentration. This is so far as Subramanya and Ganesha are concerned. I will take up the rest in the afternoon session. Yes. Because now it is already past our cooling time, I take up the remaining part of this. Srimanarayana Narayana Narayana Srimanarayana Narayana Narayana Lakshmi Narayana 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 Sri Hari Narayana 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 Hari Om Narayana 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 Badri Narayana 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 Surya Narayana Narayana Narayana